Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya, and I'm kind of an expert at WW at this point. I have been on and off a member since I was in high school, but in the last 4 years, I lost about 30 pounds and have maintained about 22 of that loss for the last 4 years. So that's through all the ups and downs, all the holidays, all the summer vacations, moving to Japan, and on and on. So, what I want to do with you today is give you my best tips for surviving the holidays. I know you're most likely watching this on Christmas week. So, with Christmas, New Year's, and then we roll right into the holiday season, right? There's Valentine's Day. It sometimes seems to never end. So, before I get to the tips, I just want to say this to those of you who decided to start WW this time of year. I don't think you're crazy at all. I think you're extremely smart because the truth of the matter is there's never a perfect time to start on your weight loss journey. There's only the right time for you. So you can continue to either lose or maintain weight during this time of year, depending on the choices that you make. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to start with the tips that are sort of more the overarching tips, the umbrella tips, if you will, and then we'll get into some specific tips for what to do during specific events. So my best advice to you as an overarching goal is to try to imagine yourself on the other end and then make choices that you can live with. So for example, I've got 2 weeks of crazy holiday parties and events with lots and lots of food. How do I want to feel on the other end of those events? Do you want to feel bloated? Probably not. Do you want to feel heavy? Probably not. Do you want to feel like you did a good job of indulging your cravings and didn't get out of control? Maybe. Do you want to feel like you stuck to the program and didn't indulge at all? Perhaps. Think about how you want to feel at the end and how you will achieve your goals, and then decide to make choices based on how you're going to feel on the other end. It doesn't serve you to waste a lot of time having anxiety about different parties and events, just sitting there worrying about what's going to happen, what are you going to be able to achieve. Instead, think about how you want to feel and then make a plan that supports that feeling that's coming 2 weeks from now. Number two, choose to ignore the pressure. I know this can be difficult. Many of us have friends and family members who like to pressure us to eat food. I don't really understand what that's about. I get it if they made something from scratch and they want you to try it, and then I'd encourage you to have a bite and try it. But there is something in our culture where it's almost like people want to ruin your progress so they can feel better about their own indulgence. If you're new, this gets easier over time. I promise you. It gets easier to be able to say no and then stick with that no. At the beginning, you can say no, and people will say, oh, come on, one day won't ruin your progress. Oh, stop it. One meal won't hurt you. And then you cave because you don't have the skill set to really say no. I want to encourage you to say no over and over again with no explanation. That's my best tip to you. You don't owe people an explanation. You don't have to say you're on a weight loss journey. You don't have to say you're trying to watch it over the holidays. Just say no. No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, but no, thank you. No, thank you. You see, you just do it, and you do it with strength and fortitude, and people will back off. Now, of course, if you choose to have that bite or you choose to have that slice of cake or whatever it is, that's fine. That's your choice. But don't do it because of someone else's expectations of you. My third overarching tip is to, if you decide you want to indulge, and that's fine, confine it to that one meal or that one day and don't let it spill over. This is a tip I also give for vacations because I don't really believe in sticking as closely to plan on holidays or vacations as some other people do. For me, it's a chance to let go and enjoy myself, but it has to end. It cannot spill over. I think that's a huge mistake that people make. They'll start it early. Oh, I'm going on vacation in 2 days. Why bother tracking today? Or I'm back and, whatever excuse you tell yourself, stop that right now. Christmas meal, let's say you have a Christmas dinner, have that Christmas dinner, eat whatever you want, enjoy yourself, but that's it. Get right back on the horse immediately. One meal is not going to damage you. Everyone's right about that. It's over the course of your life. One meal is not going to hurt you. But that one meal turning into 2 weeks of indulgence, it will hurt you for sure. Okay, so on those actual days, here's what I recommend. First of all, I recommend limiting the alcohol. That doesn't mean don't have any drinks or a drink. Just watch it, because not only, especially if you're a mixed drink person or a beer person, not only do those have a lot of calories, but they do that thing we all know they do. They weaken your ability to say no to things, and they make you want to eat. So if you can limit the alcohol, just have 1 drink or 2 or something like that, more's the better. Take small bites over a long period of time. My husband and I went to a friend's house over the weekend, and that was my strategy. Is I ate whatever I wanted to eat, but I ate little bits over like 6 hours. Whereas I watched my husband, he just kind of shoved the food into his face in a very compressed period of time, and then he didn't feel good. So not only does that not make you feel good and overly full, you also consume a whole lot more calories. This is one of those times I will say, be like the Japanese and eat small bites over a long period of time. And lastly, be active. Do whatever you can do. Thanksgiving's already passed, but if you did a turkey trot that morning, good on you. Do anything before or after an event that will help you move your body. Don't let these holidays compound. That's the big thing, right? Don't let it bleed over, and don't let it stop you from being active. Walk around the block, do whatever you need to do to still be active, even if you're indulging. And then my last tip, if you are going to indulge and not track and not follow the plan as strictly as you normally do, focus on maintenance and not weight loss for this short period of time. Emotionally, if you decide to indulge and you give yourself that permission, you kind of have to be aware that weight loss will either slow or stop. You might even gain a little. We all have normal fluctuations. So if you focus more on maintaining, you can really up your calories quite a bit over a short period of time and still maintain, but it's very difficult to do that and lose weight. So if you get yourself in a mindset of maintenance rather than weight loss, you'll be better served emotionally, and then you can just get back on the horse and start losing again. I'd like to remind you that these are times for family, for friends, for enjoying yourself. I hate to see people limit themselves so much that they don't enjoy this time of year. Look, most of us have overindulged in the past, and that's why we've ended up where we've ended up. This journey of yours is about balance. So you can do this. Just think the word balance every time you want to eat yet another brownie. Are you hungry? Do you need that? Or would you be fine with the brownie that you've already eaten? I believe in you. You can do this. Have a happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.